So good evening and welcome to the English edition of Thai PBS News. This is Thai PBS World, a program designed especially to help you, especially non-Thai audience, understand the nitty-gritty of Thai politics in the context of the forthcoming elections. Of course, we still cannot tell you when the election will be held, but we certainly can help you understand more about the complexities of Thai politics.
Yes.
And this week we are back to asking the same old question. No, in fact, it's two old questions. One is when the election will be held, and the second one is when will General Prayut Chan-o-cha, the Prime Minister, decide on his political future. And the two same old questions were put to him again today. He tried to answer them, but of course his answer were as non-committal as they have always been.
Yes, perhaps it's not too surprising to hear this kind of reaction from General Prayut Chan-o-cha, because along the line, up until now, he hasn't been clear with his stance or his position regarding the general election.
Okay. On the question of when the election will be held, he said the royal decree on the general election will be out soon. He used the word soon. Remember last week, Deputy Prime Minister Dr. Wisnu Keruingam said the royal decree was expected to be announced this week. So we don't know what the word soon of General Prayut means. And then the second question about his political future, this is his answer.
Yes. He said, I'm in the process of making a decision. I have not been approached by any party yet. And he also mentioned that if I am to join a party, it must be a party that is prepared to make sacrifice and changes, not parties bent on liquidating everything that has been achieved.
No, this is as much as he could say today.
Yes.
No, but it's quite clear that which party he has his eyes on. There's no question about it, but he has been trying to play it safe by not mentioning any specific party that he intends to join.
Yes. So it's the card that he still keep very close to his chest, and we still keep watching very closely. And he still also mentioned that the royal decree on election will be out very soon.
I see. And in fact, today there was a lot of speculation that the royal decree that would pave the way for the election to be held should be out within this weekend.
Yes.
Okay, all right, that's another round of speculation, because similar speculation made a row. Made a row last week also, but it turned out to be nothing. So let's hope when you say soon, then it should be soon.
Yes, we have to emphasize again that it's still speculation on the date of election, which depends on royal decree on election.
Okay, so every Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday nights, besides the reporting on the latest in the political scene, we will try to help you understand all the complexity of the forthcoming election, especially the rules, the ground rules governing the election. So starting tonight, we will begin with the electoral system that will be used in this coming election. We call this specific part of the program as what you need to know about election 2019. So the voting system that will be used in this election will be a hybrid system. It's called mixed member proportional representation system. In fact, this is not that new, because similar system was used in previous elections. But the difference is this. This time around, there will be 350 MPs from single seat constituencies and another 150 from party list candidates. So these are the 500 MPs that will be elected in this upcoming election. But the big difference is that unlike previous elections in which voters cast two votes, one vote was for individual candidates and the other vote was for candidates in the party list. But this time around, voters will cast only one vote to decide the representative for their single seat constituency. The same vote will also be to elect party list candidates. So this is the difference. Only one vote to be cast this time for each voter.
Yes, and that also means winning party list candidates are based on the percentage of nationwide votes that each political party gets.
And equally important is that the votes that will be cast will also indirectly determine who the next prime minister will be. Because in this election, each of the political parties will have the option to submit a list of candidates for prime minister in advance. And the votes cast in the election will be calculated.
Yes.
To determine who will be the potential nominees to become the next prime minister. So the idea behind all these, the so-called MMP, the mixed member proportional voting system, is to ensure that the parliament in this election will be more widely represented.
Yes, which means every single vote counts.
That's true. No single vote will be wasted, even though if the vote goes to a losing candidate, it still be counted, to be calculated to determine how many party list candidates will be elected.
Yes.
And what is also important is the idea that the system will ensure that the number of seats that each party will get will be proportional to the number of votes that it gets.
Yes.
So that means that the system will make sure that all the votes that are cast on the election day will not be wasted. They will be calculated one way or another to make sure that every vote counts.
Yes, this is just the members of the parliament. We haven't included the senators yet in this election, and perhaps we will bring this, what you need to know on senators or Senate member in this election to explain to you what you need to know regarding election 2019 in Thailand. And that brings us to the end of Thai PBS World English edition of Politics News in Thailand และทั้งหมดคือ Thai PBS World และที่นี่ Thai PBS สำหรับคืนนี้ค่ะกลับมาติดตามการวิเคราะห์สดๆกับคุณเทพชัยยองได้ทุกวันอังคารพุธและพฤหัสนะคะสำหรับคืนนี้คุณเทพชัยยองดิฉันณัฐฐา โกมลวาทินสวัสดีค่ะ
สวัสดีครับ